Good morning and welcome to Tuesday morning's chair yoga session. Please make sure that your chair is stable and it's not on a slippy surface, it's on a mat so that if you lean against it, it's not going to fly off on you. And that your feet can touch the floor. So if your feet are on your tiptoes, then get your block and place your block underneath so that your feet are nice and flat. You don't want your feet kind of stretched out. You want to make sure that there's a little bit of a gap underneath your leg so that your knees can still get blood flowing down. If it's pushing too tightly at the back of the knee, then it stops the blood flow through the knee. So make sure that the knees are free to get blood flowing towards them. We're sitting up as straight as we can. If you can sit back into your chair, then do that, that's fine. You just don't want to slump down. That's the only thing. We're just going to roll our shoulders and pull our chin back in. And we're going to just think about our breathing. So we're not going to change our breathing. We're just going to think about it. So we'll close our eyes. And we're just thinking about where our breath comes in. So as we breathe in, what part of the body does it come into? Don't change it, it doesn't matter. Just notice what happens with your breathing. Does it come into the upper chest, or the middle, the bottom, or all? Does it go into the sides or the back, or not? Then we're just going to think about how the air enters. Does it come in through the nose, or the mouth, or a bit of both? No matter where it comes in, can you feel it? So can you feel it as it breathe in through the mouth? Does it touch the lips or the tongue? On the nose, can you feel it, the air touching around the outside of the nose, the top of the lip to the hairs? Can you feel it going down the back? And the same on the way out. Can you feel it touching the lips and the tongue, the nasal, the top of the mouth? So just how does it come in and go out of the body? So I'm going to get you to count your breath in a few seconds. We're going to get you to breathe out first, and then as you breathe in and then you breathe out, that'll be classed as 1. And I want you to count. I'm going to get you to do it for a minute. It doesn't matter how many, I'm not going to ask you, but we'll do it again at the end to see if anything has changed. If it hasn't, it doesn't matter. So we're going to take a breath in and a breath out. And then as we breathe in, this is going to be our start. So breathe in. And here we go. then stop counting. Now remember your number, how many breaths it took in that minute. And then later on, when we're relaxing, try that again. So, we're going to stay nice and relaxed. We're going to let our head and our chin drop down towards our chest. Hold it here. 3 breaths. As you breathe out, try and push them shoulders towards the floor. And then breathing in, bring the head back to centre. So we're going to lift the chin up. Now remember, if you need to, you can always hold onto the head. Just lifting the chin, pushing the chin forward to make it work. If you want, lift the chin up towards the ceiling to increase that stretch through the front of the neck. And then bring it back down. So with all this, I should have said, keep checking your breath, see if anything changes, but I'll do this now. So tucking the chin in, bring the ear towards the shoulder. Again, as you're breathing out, push them shoulders towards the floor. And bringing it back and over to the other side. So again, breathing out, trying to push them shoulders down. And bringing it back to centre. And back to centre. And round to the other side. And back to centre. Lovely. Frog in my throat. So from here, we're just going to circle our shoulders round. And then we're going to take them in the opposite direction. Thinking about what's happening also with the shoulder blades. It's not just the shoulders. And bring them down. Take the hand out. Push the fingers down so the palm, the front of the elbow is facing up, and then you're just pulling the fingers backwards. And then bring them up and pull the fingers in towards. So again, palm still facing up. We're pulling it back. And then the other hand, turn it down, palm down, pull the fingers back. And bring the fingers up, pull them in. Should be lovely. She might be able to feel it right into the elbow with that one. And bring it down. So with the thumb, touch the tips of each finger. You can stay slow, or you can move a little bit faster. And then you're going to use your thumb and try and touch the base of each finger. A little harder on the thumb. And then make a fist. Squeeze that fist as hard as you can. And then stretch the fingers out as far as you can. Let's do that one more. Make a fist as tight as you can. This is forcing blood towards it. Natural bodies pump. And if we stretch them out, we're forcing blood away from the fingers. And this will work in any direction. So if you've got your arms raised up in the air, or your hands are here and you feel like the blood's coming down to your hands or it's going away, make a fist if you want blood to come to it. Stretch your fingers if you want blood to move away. So if your hands feel heavy or light. Give your hands a little shake. So we're going to take it into a forward bend. So we're going to breathe out and lean forward. Let the body drop down, let the shoulders come down. As long as you haven't got blood pressure problems, you can let the head drop down as well. Otherwise, if you have got blood pressure, keep the head in line with the heart. Now try breathing into the back, or even try breathing into the chest and feel the difference between where them breaths are going. We're going to bring our hands back to our knees, tuck our chin in, use our hands to push us up but still keeping our head down, and then lift our head up. So let's try one more. Breathe out, take it down, let everything relax. So if you want to open them legs, so if your boobs are in the way, you want to get your boobs in, you can move your feet out and let your body cradle in between. Let's again bring our hands in to catch it and roll up. Lovely. So, if you're sitting, I'm going to turn my chair a minute. If you're sitting right to the back of your chair, I'm going to get you to come forward slightly, just so that you can bring your hands to your base of your spine, to your bum. And we're going to take it into a back bend. So you're squeezing the elbows together. You're tilting the pelvic so that it's going forward. Pulling the shoulder blades together. Looking up. Breathing now. See if you can breathe into chest, but also see about breathing into the back. See if they both feel the same, or if one's easier and nicer than the other. And then bring it back to normal. So let's try it again. So we're moving them hips, we're tilting the hips back, we're pulling our elbows towards each other, we're lifting our chin up, squeezing backwards. And bring it back down. Lovely. So again, staying here. If you've got enough room, you can take your arms out. If you haven't, then, or you don't want to, you can always have your hands on your hips. You're just going to move side to side. So this, you'll feel it more through your rib cage and your upper body, so your thoracic spine, rather than the waist. I'm just trying to open up the rib cage. That's the one. But the name of it? What's that called? That big thing that round your heart. And then we're bringing it back to centre. Now again, you can have your hands down, or you can lift them slightly up, and you're just moving side to side. So remember, you can have your hands here, and you're just going down, but this just adds a little bit more weight. And then we're going to bring it back down. So we're just going to take it into our waist. We're moving forward and we're curling around. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. So from here, if we bring the foot up and we're placing it on our knee, we're just letting the leg drop out. So it's working, but remember to flex that foot, working them thighs, working that knee. And again, we're lifting, and let's take it to the other side. And just dropping that knee down. And taking it down. Let's bring it back up. So we're going to lean forward. We can rest that elbow and we can just work them feet. Pinching and pulling. Having a little wonder about our feet, making sure that everything looks and feels okay. That the toes aren't bending too much or they're not squeezing together. We're still applying pressure to that knee and trying to make sure that we're keeping it loose so that the hips, if they want to go, go. We can stretch and open our toes. And then just having a feel, pressing into different parts. Seeing if anything jumps out, any pain, any like, ooh, ooh. We're looking for hard skin. We're just giving our foot a look. It's very rare we look down at it. And if we point it, and then we flex it and pull them toes back to give that underneath that foot a nice stretch. Let's point it, stretching all the front of the leg. And let's flex it again, pulling them toes back. And let's change legs. So before we move it over, how do they feel? The knees, the hips, the ankles, the toes, the temperature. Is there any tingling, any lightness or heaviness? And then when you're ready, change sides. So again, breathing out, leaning our elbow, rest your head. It puts a little weight on that hip. Flex your foot. Wiggle your toes. As you're wiggling your toes, is it just here or do you feel it in the knees, in the hips as well? So we're going to pull them toes apart to give them a nice stretch. And then we're giving everything a bit of a press. We're just pressing in. We're pointing the toe. We're flexing. We're pointing. And flexing. Let's bring it down. Turn this chair around. So if we take our legs nice and wide, turn them out to the side and turn the toes out as well. If you want, you can get a block and place it on the floor. You're going to bring your hands down and place it on your block or the floor, wherever you want to be. And you're going to take a stretch up towards the ceiling. Now, if it's too much, you can place your hand on your back and just move the elbow if you find that that's too much on that lower spine. So bring it back down. Let's try the other side. So opening. And bring it down. If you're on a block, see if you can make that block a little bit lower. And let's do that one more time. Lifting up. And down. And you'll feel this is working on the inside of the thighs as well as the waist as well. And bring it down. Now we're going to not twist this time. We're going to see if we can drop that block again or take our hands to the floor and let your head drop. Keep pushing the knees out. Don't let them drop it. And lift the head, look forward. And lift up. Bringing it down. So we're going to turn. Now I'm going to get you to use the corner of your chair. So you'll come into the corner, the edge of the chair. You're going to take the 1 foot back, 1 foot facing forward, 1 foot back. Push that knee up towards the ceiling at the back so that you can feel the stretch through here. And we're taking it in to a stretch back, into a lunging warrior. And then we're bringing it back down. Bring the leg in. Slide yourself around. So we're going to the other edge. So you've always got the back of the chair to hold on to. So you're at the edge, you're taking that leg away. You're pushing the knee up to push the heel back. The minute you do it, you'll feel it through that psoas muscle. Use your hand on the chair to push you backwards as well. And then you can lift that arm up and reach back. Lovely. Bringing it down. Bring that back leg in. And let's try one more on each side. Taking it round, onto the corner, stepping the outer leg back, pushing the knee up, pushing the heel away, pushing the body back, lifting up. If you can lift two hands, you can lift both hands up into a crescent moon. And bringing it down. Bring that foot in. Let's change sides, last one. Pushing the leg back, push the knee up. Use the chair to push the body back, lift the arm up. If you want to lift the other arm, you can. And bring it back in. Bring it back round. Where am I going here? So I'm going to bring us up in a moment. Bring ourselves into our pelvic floor. Don't think we've got away with that. We're going to imagine we're either stopping ourselves from breaking wind or and also stopping ourselves from having a wee. Also, if you want to, you can remember do the movements with the two inner and outer. So imagine picking up a P in two different directions. So you're going like that. Okay, and that's all down there. So close your eyes. Bring your thoughts down here. So imagine stopping yourself from breaking wind and stopping yourself from having a wee. If you want, you can leave that belly. You don't have to pull that back. You just work down there for now. If you want to, you can pull that in as well and hold that at the same time. But make sure that you're breathing. So you're doing a root lock and an abdominal lock at the same time. So you're holding for 10. So you're counting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Remember, if you want to as well, you can always bring in a block and squeeze the leg to encourage again. It makes it a little bit easier if you can't find that area down there. Sometimes if you squeeze, it helps to encourage that area to work as well. If you don't need it, you don't need it. So again, here we go. Back, front, pull. Stomach if you want. All the muscles if you want. 2, 3, make sure you're breathing though, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. At the back, at the front, at the belly, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Here we go. At the back, at the front, at the belly, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Last one. At the back, at the front, at the belly, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, sorry, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And relax. Let it all go. So we're going to bring ourselves up to standing, and I'm going to try a few things today. We'll have a laugh, see if we can do them. If you can't, don't worry. We'll do about 5 of each and see how they feel. So we're going to bring ourselves up to standing. We're going to do again, putting our pelvic floor. Bring ourselves halfway up, so we'll breathe in, hold it, breathe out, breathe in to carry on standing. Breathe out, sit down, breathe in, hold it, breathe out, continue to sit down. Okay, and we'll do 4 down, 5 up so that we stay up. So here we go, hands here, doesn't matter where you are, I'll start my hands here. So we're going to lean forward, breathe in and hold it. Shoulders back, chin tucked in. And then you're going to breathe in to lift back up. I'll do it sideways, sometimes it's easier that way. So we're going to breathe out and hold it. Shoulders back, chin tucked in. And then sit down. I'm going to take my hands out. Here we go again. Lift. And breathe in. Breathe out. Shoulders down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sit down. Here we go. Now last one. And bring the arms back down. So we're going to try a little bit different on the floor. So I'm going to bring that up a little so you can see my legs. So we've got the chair. I'm going to take that off for now, but I will put it back on because otherwise I'll kill my arms. You're going to place your hands on the chair and you're stepping backwards into a down dog position, or a slightly over, a bit more over the hands. Come up onto your tiptoes. You're going to lift your left foot off and you're sticking it up in the air and keep pulsing it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it down. Push back to child, to down dog. Come over again onto your tiptoes. If you bend your right leg this time and pulse it. 2, 3, 4, 5. And bring it down. Push it to child. I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to turn the other way because Instagram can't catch what my foot's doing, which I've just noticed. And I don't think News caught it either. So again, pushing back to child. Come over onto your hands, onto your tiptoes. Lift your left foot up in the air, and just pulse it up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bringing it down, push back to that child. Come over onto your tiptoes. Lift and bend the right leg. Up. 3, 4, 5. And push back. So from here, you're going to so from down dog, push into down dog, lift your left leg up and swing it round to the front to try and touch the chair, and then swing it back. Swing it round to touch the chair, swing it back. 3, 4, one more, 5. Bring it back under, push back. And swap. So pushing back to child, coming slightly forward, swinging the leg round, try and touch the chair, swing it back. Swing it round, swing it back. And with this, as you're bringing it forward, it starts to work on the stomach. 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to change sides. So push back to your child. Let's do one more. Round and back. Round and back. 3, 4, 5. And this last one, changing sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And push back. So with this one, we're going to, you might need a padding or something on your elbows. You're bringing your elbows down, and if you can hold on to the back of your chair, that'd be great. I'm just going to change that, switch that camera. Hopefully you can see better there. I'll do it that way. So you're holding onto the chair with your elbows down. Take it back into down dog, pushing your chest to the floor. Then you're going to bend and you're coming to what's called bear, and then you're pushing back. You're coming to bear and you're pushing back. So we're going to keep it at bear, so bending the knees here, lift the left foot, take it up, keeping it bent, pull it into the chest, up and to the chest. 3, 4, 5. Bring it down, still in bear. Right leg, bend it up and to the chest. 2, 3, 4, 5. So push back to child, to down dog. So we're going to do that bear again. Bend the knees, shoulders back, you're holding on. Up and in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Changing sides. In. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push back to down dog. We're going to do one more from here. You're going to keep your right elbow down, but you're going to have your left hand down. You're going to bring your left foot up and you're going to circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, and the opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it down, change sides. So the left elbow goes down, the right hand comes up, the right leg goes up, and you're circling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the foot down. Let's do that one more. Oh, that's me sliding up. 1, 2, and these are starting to work the hips, the legs, the lower back and the bum. And then changing direction. And change sides. And bring it down. From here, bend your knees, keeping the arms down. Let the body pull. So hands holding on, as if you're doing a standing child. You should feel the shoulders and the back being pulled out and the bum muscles being pulled out. And bring it, hands down, walk the feet in, bend the knees, lift up. You're going to place your hand on your bum, give yourself a little stretch back. We're going to turn the chair round. We're going to step our foot back. Push our front knee forward, push the back knee back. And then drop the front knee, bend that back knee. Let's do one more forward. And then the opposite direction. And let's change sides, step in. Step the right foot back, heel down, push the front knee forward, push the back knee back. Reverse it. Let's change last time. And reverse. Bring it back up. Give your legs a little shake. Sit yourself back down. We're going to take it into an eagle stretch, so bring in the right leg over. See if you can hook it behind, but don't worry if you can't. If it's the right leg on top, then we're going to see if we can bring the left arm on top and see if you can grab the hands. If not, then that'll do, or even there will do. You're going to take the arms around in a big circle. And then in the opposite direction. Bring them down, undo, bring the opposite hand to the leg, and then twist round to look round to the back. Bring it back to the centre, hold on to the leg, lift the arm, reach over to the side. I'm going to change that camera angle, sorry. And bring it back. So change legs. Remember, use that hand if you have to hook the leg round. Right arm goes on top, and again it can stay here and you can just go round in a circle that way. So round in a circle. And then the opposite direction. And this hopefully is pulling out all the muscles that we've just worked as we were lifting up and down. And bring it down. Opposite hand goes on your thigh, the other hand goes round. Have a look over the back of the shoulder. Feel that nice stretch through the body, through the back again, through the hips. Bring it back to the front, but keeping the hand on the leg. Reach over to the side, opening up the ribcage. Again, opening up that shoulder as well. And all along the side of the body. And bring it back up. Take the arms down. Undo the legs. Sit yourself back if you need to, remember. Place your feet on that block if it makes it more comfortable for you. Roll the shoulders back and down. Bring the hands to rest on the lap. They can be apart or they can be together. It's up to you, whatever feels easy. You can lean back into your chair. We're going to again examine the breath. We're not going to change it. So I'll get you to close your eyes. Don't change your breath. Just think about where your breath's entering. top, the middle, the bottom, the front, the back, the sides. Doesn't matter. Don't change it. Don't think, oh, I've got to do this. Do whatever your body wants to do. And I want you to notice how it's getting into the body. Through the nose or the mouth. I want you to feel the air coming in and out of the body. Now I want you to notice how long, how many seconds does it take you to breathe in. Don't change it. How long does it take you to breathe out? Don't change it. I want you to notice whether you hold your breath at any point, either as you breathe in or as you breathe out. And if you do, is it equal? Don't change it. I just want you to quickly check through the body, just check in that you're not gripping your jaw together, that your shoulders are relaxed, your arms and your elbows and hands are relaxed. And apart from the back muscles, because they're keeping you upright, is the stomach relaxed and your chest. I don't want you pulling in your pelvic floor, so make sure your pelvic floor and your sphincter muscles, your bum muscles are all relaxed. We're not standing on our legs. You can make sure that your legs are relaxed and that your knees and your feet are relaxed. And now go back to that breath. Again, we're going to try and count it, and when I tell you to, remember we'll take a breath in, we'll take a breath out, and then we'll start as you breathe in, you breathe out, that'll be 1. So we're going to breathe in, and out, and let's count. And stop. I'm just comparing that number to the beginning. Doesn't matter if it hasn't changed. Doesn't matter where it is. But any time that you can, any time you've got a minute to spare, just stop and count your breath. And then try and do it at certain points. So if you're sad, or you're worried, or you're happy, or excited, take a minute and just try and see if that affects the way you're breathing. Again, just back to that breath. Just thinking about how your body feels, light or heavy. Any thoughts have run through your mind. Thinking about how you're feeling. Are you happy? Are you sad? We're going to wiggle our fingers and wiggle our toes. We're going to move our knees and move our elbows. Move our hips and our shoulders. Our chest and our back. Lifting our arms up, breathing. And then as if you're blowing out a candle. Let's do 2 more. Thank you all for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to turn everything off, so bye-bye.